Welcome to Macrocode, and today we are going to learn about SQL SELECT statement and query examples. So structured query language is a programming language that is used to manage data in relational database. You can actually use it to create, read, update data in a relational database. So you can actually write SQL queries to insert data using the insert keyword. We have the select keyword to read a data, update keyword to update data, and delete keyword to actually delete data. So on today's video, we are going to learn how to use SQL SELECT statement. So you can use the SQL SELECT statement to retrieve data from a database table that has been specified. So I have a table database for that we are going to use in this series. We are calling it SQL Learn. So I have a table for agents, customers, and orders. So we are going to select data from these three tables using the SQL select queries. So if we want to see data, that is all the data from the agents table, customer table, and the orders table, then we can select, we'll use select keyword, then we have select star from agents. So ensure that your database is checked here, or you can actually at the top here you say use SQL Learn, then you're able to. So if you execute this code, it will give us the list of agents. So if we execute it, you can see we have the agents list, agent code, agent name, working area, commission, phone number. So if you execute this, if you execute this, you'll be able to see we have the agent code, agent name, working area, commission, phone number, and the country, which is actually blank. So this will give us an output of all the agents. So if we want customers, we can actually use customer. Then it will give us the list of all customers. So you can see it is actually giving us the list of all customers. If we want orders, we'll do orders. Then it will give us the list of all the orders. So assuming we want to select specified columns, so we can actually fetch specified columns instead of all the columns by listing the columns and separating them by commas. So for example, in our orders, let's start with agents. So if we execute this, you can see we have the agent code, agent name, working area, commission, and phone number. Assuming we don't want all these columns, so we can actually select the details by specifying the column name and separating them by a comma. So we'll do agent. So we'll do agent underscore code. Then you separate it with a comma. Agent name, you separate it. So if you only want those two, we'll actually do this. Then if we execute, you can see we have only agent code and agent name. So that is how you output only the two fields from the agents table. So if we do select star from customers, it is actually customer, and we execute it, you'll see we have all these fields. Assuming we want only the customer code, customer name, and the city, so you can do cast. So you specify the column name, comma, cast name, then cast city. So if you do that and execute, you'll see we have the cast code, cast name, and cast city. So that is how you select specific columns from the table. So if we just return back to our list, so assuming we want to select a list of customers with a specified condition, so we use the where clause to so that it allows you to retrieve records from the database table that match a given conditions. So assuming we want to select only data that matches certain conditions. So in this case, let's say we want to select only customers from the US. So we are going to use where clause. Then we say where cast underscore country is equals to. So we need to provide the string USA. So this command should give us all the list of customers in USA. So if we do that, you can see it has given us the list of customers only with country code as USA. So if we just do away with this, then we select. So assuming we want to select customers with grade 1, so we'll use where clause, then we say grade is equals to 1. So if we do that, it will give us all the customers with a grade 1, as you can see. So that is how you select, you use select statement with where clause to meet a certain condition. So assuming we also want, let's see this, assuming we also want to receive, to actually have a list of customers with payment amount greater than $2,000. So we'll say where payment underscore amount is greater than 2,000. So if we do that, you'll see that the payment amount that has been retrieved is only greater than 2,000. So that is how you use a select statement. So we are using select statement using equality operators. So we can also do with the less than 2,000. You can see we don't have any. But if in case you say where is equals to 2,000, you can see it is giving us only the customer with payment amount equal to $2,000. So that is one of the select statements. So we can also use an AND operator in case we have two conditions. So we may often want to use more than one condition to filter the table's contents. So that is how we use AND operator. So on this list, assuming we want those customers with payment amount greater than $2,000, so we use AND. In case we have another condition, we say AND the country code, that is the cast underscore country, should be coming from US. So those customers with payment amount greater than 2,000 and should be in USA. So if we select that, you can see we have those customers with payment amount greater than $2,000 and they are coming from USA. You can also want to add another condition, and grade should be 1. So if we do that, you can see it has filtered. So that is how you use a select statement with AND operator. So in case you want, you can also use between operator to get the range of data that you want to filter. So you can decide either to use the equality and AND operator, but between provides a better syntax if we use it. So let's return to our list of our customers. So assuming we want to return those list of customers with a payment amount, where we can say where payment amount is between, we can say is between payment amount is between, say 200,000 and 700,000, say 700 or 800. I mean 2,000, between 2,000 and 8,000 dollars. So if we execute this, so it will give us the list of customers with payment amount between 200,000, 2,000 and 8,000. So you can see it is actually in between the range. So that is how you use between. So also we can use in operator. So in operator lets you set more than one exact basis for filtering each row. So for example, you may want to fetch only rows whose value is in a defined bracket. So you can say you can filter where payment amount is only, so we can specify, we say it is only 200,000, I mean 2,000. We want those with 7,000 and we want those with 3,000. So it will give us only the payment amount. So we use in. So we say payment amount in those data that only the payment amount that only matches the values inside this bracket. So if we execute this, it will give us the payment, all the customers with payment amount with the 2,000, 7,000, and 3,000. So we use that to actually fetch only rows whose value is in the defined bracket. So we have actually provided the values in our defined bracket. So far you have actually learned how to fetch from a table with SQL, but you will notice that this data always follow the original format, as you can see. So you can adjust and use the order by to actually fetch data based on how you may want it to be ordered. So there are two major options that we actually use. We have the ascending and descending order. For example, you may want to your tables rows to be arranged in ascending order based on the either customer code, customer name, or customer city, or even the payment amount. So when you select this, you say where payment amount is in that way, and you can say order by, we can order by cast code, then we say ascending. So we use ascending to actually order. So if we do that, you can see our list is in ascending order. Let's do descending, we see. So you can see our first customer is at the bottom and our last customer is at the top. So that is how you use the select statement with order by. So you can actually do a lot of examples using select so that you're able to understand the select statement. So we have been able to see how to generate a list of customers based on where clause and even based on conditions. So there is also another thing that you may want to see. In case you may want to select a group, a list of customers, and you actually group rows into groups. So we usually use group by clause that will actually group rows into groups. So assuming we may want to count customers. So let's say we want to know how many customers are in USA. So or with each city. So we can say select, we specify the city, cast underscore city. Then we want to count. So we will count each of the customers within the city. Then so we do count from our customer list. Then we say where. So we want to see how many customers within each city as grade, let's say 1, where grade is equals to 1. And we now want to group, so we group it by, we use group by, then we say cast underscore city. And we can also order. So we can also order by, can say cast, you can also order by the same city. So if we execute this, you can see it has given us a list of cities with the number of customers with grade 1. So in Brisbane we have 2 customers, in Chennai we have 2 customers, in London we have 1, Mumbai we have 1, San Jose we have 1, and Toronto we have 2. So it has given us a list of customers per city with the number of customers with grade 1. So if we change here to grade 2, it will give us the number of customers within each city with grade 2. If we say 3, it will actually as well list. So you can see the name of the column here is showing no column name. So you can actually provide the column name. You can say as, we use as total number of customers. So if we execute this, our column will now be having the total number of customers labeled. So that is how you do it. So we may want now to use this group by clause. We may want to say, for example, here they use, yes. So for this one, we have seen that it has given us the customers, the cities with the number of customers with grade 2. Assuming we want only to get the number of customers within each city that is greater than 2. So what we do after the group by statement, we do having, we use having count. So we say having, we say count. So we want only those customers that are greater than 2. We say greater than, we can have it as 1. So if we do that, then we select, you can see it has only given us the customers within each city with grade 2, and the number of customers exceeds 1. So that is how you do it. So you can actually filter groups based on one or more condition using the having clause. So that is how you do the filtering. So that is it, guys, about select statement. So in case you are new to this channel, consider subscribing, watching our previous videos, and commenting down below in case you need more videos. See you in our next